Hi guys, this is the last exercise on recording VAT entries directly in the VAT control account, task 12.8 in your textbook on page 488. Okay, we're doing this for the month of October. Okay, so again, we remember we'll be changing the figures if we need to 15%. Okay, in A, at the beginning of the month, there was a credit balance of 17,100 on the VAT control account. So 17,100, which was owing from the previous month, which is September. Okay, so this is the balance brought down on October the 1st. Remember that this amount together with the amount for this month will have to be paid over to SARS within the first 7 working days of the following month. So that is in November. Okay, so in B, this is slightly different to what we had in the previous questions. These are giving us transactions from the actual journals. So we have extracts from the cash payments journal. So trading stock bought 82,000, okay, and then VAT is 11,480. Remember, purchases regarded as VAT input, so on the debit side. Okay, bank, you can put in trading stock if you like. The reason the details are not trading stock is because when it goes to the actual trading stock account, it excludes VAT. Later, the folio is definitely CPJ. Then the motor vehicle bought 319,200, including VAT of 39,200. Okay, now with motor vehicles, if the motor vehicle is for business use, then you can claim the VAT back on it. If not, then the VAT can't be claimed back. Now we don't have more information here, so we're just going to use it. Okay, so 39,200. Okay, and the details will be bank, but it's actually for the motor vehicle. Then drawings of cash, 10,000 Rand. Okay, now if the owner draws cash, okay, it doesn't affect VAT at all because goods are not going out, right? Payments to creditors, 68,000 Rand. Okay, now the actual payment to the creditors does not affect the VAT control account. The only thing that will affect the VAT control account is if discounts are given to us by the creditors. Okay, and there we go on the next line. Discount received from creditors, 7752. So when we buy the goods from creditors, it goes to the debit side. If they give us discounts, it will go to the credit side. So we're going to have credit control. Okay, remember this is for discounts. Okay, and that comes from the CPJ. Okay, so 7752 is the total discount that we have received. We're going to extract the VAT from there, so we're going to say times 15 over 115. Okay, we require some rounding off because of the percentage changing. Okay, then C, we have the extract from the CRJ. We have cash sales of 123,000. Okay, so the VAT on sales is regarded as output, so it's going to go to the credit side of the VAT control account. The details will be back. If you want in brackets, you can have sales. This is from the CRJ. Okay, so 123,000 excludes VAT. So we're just going to say 123,000 times 15%. Then receipts from debtors on account. So when we receive money from the debtors on account, it has nothing to do with the VAT control account. The only thing that will affect the VAT control is the discount that we may give them on settlement. And on the next line, discount allowed to debtors, 5814. Okay. So normally sales to our debtors are recorded on the credit side. So if we grant them a discount, it will go to the debit side. So it's going to be debtors control. If you want in brackets, you can have discount. Okay. This is done in the CRJ. The total amount of discount is 5814. Okay, and it includes VAT, so we're going to remove the VAT portion of it, 758. D. Extract from the creditor's journal. Trading stock bought, 105,000. Okay, so it's 105,000 excluding VAT, so we're going to multiply by 15%. This is from the CPJ. Okay, the details will be creditor's control because we bought it on credit. If you want to, you can put in brackets trading stock. Okay, then stationery purchase 5358 including that. Okay, so it's the same thing. We're going to say creditors control, but in brackets this time it is for stationery. Okay, the folio is CPJ, and the amount 5358 includes VAT. So we're going to say 5358 multiplied by 15 divided by 115. Okay, in E we have the extract from the creditors allowances journal, trading stock return 14136, including VAT of 1736. Okay, so when we bought the trading stock, it appeared here on the debit side. If we return the trading stock, it's going to go to the credit side. Your details will be creditors control, but this time in brackets you can write return or allowance. Okay, that's from the CAJ. Okay, and the amount of VAT is 1736. Please remember that in the VAT control account, all the figures we use are just the VAT portion of the amount. Okay, then F, from the debtors journal, we have credit sales of 164,160 including VAT. Now credit sales are regarded as output, so we're going to put it on the credit side of the VAT control account. So this is debtors control for sales. Folio TJ, the amount given includes VAT, so we're going to multiply it by 15 over 115. Then from the debtors allowances journal, trade discounts granted off selling price 13,000 plus VAT. Okay, trade discounts. Okay, now this is a little bit tricky because this is a trade discount. Okay, and normally for the VAT portion that we need to cancel, we are only interested in settlement discounts. So the trade discount is going to have nothing to do with this calculation. Then the last thing is H. From the general journal, bad debts written off 6,270. Now sales are recorded on the credit side, so the bad debts will go to the debit side. Our detail will be debtors control, and in brackets you can write bad debts, just so that you know where bad debts arise. Okay, from the GJ. Okay, so 6270, the full amount, we're going to multiply by 15 over 115. Okay. Then reversal of discount allowed on a check, 57 Rand. Okay, so when the discount is given to a debtor, it arrives here on the debit side. So when it's cancelled, it will go to the credit side. So we're going to say debtors control, and in brackets I'm just going to put discount cancelled so that you have this information on hand when you're studying. Okay, the amount is 57 Rand. I'm going to assume that it includes VAT, so we're going to multiply by 15 over 115. And trading stock drawn by the owner, it costs 6,600. Drawings arrives on the credit side because it's like sales. Okay, and it excludes 6,600 excludes VAT, so we're just going to multiply it by 15%. 990. Okay, we're just going to balance out this account now. Okay, the debit side looks bigger, so I'm going to put the total in. The total of the debit on both sides. Okay, and if the debit side is bigger, it means that the VAT input is greater than the VAT output. So the difference is actually receivable from SARS. So 7,998 is the balance. Carry down into the next month. Okay, so SARS will either refund the business or keep it to offset future payments which are due. Often in exams you get marks to say whether it's payable or receivable. So you must always make sure that you do that. In this case here, it's receivable from SARS. Okay, that's all for this question. Thank you guys. Goodbye.